Extreme weather danger across the country, the fire danger, and the fires outside Los Angeles. And tonight, the fire across the George Washington Bridge here in New York City. Outside L.A., thousands of firefighters remain on the fire lines at this hour. They're helped tonight by slower winds, but the fire's still raging. 14,000 people evacuating. And tonight, the images outside New York City, a helicopter dropping water from the Hudson River on a fire burning near the George Washington Bridge. Our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, on the fires in the west and here in the east, and the dangerously dry conditions fueling them.
Tonight, more than 2,400 firefighters on the front lines outside Los Angeles, battling the most ferocious wildfire so far this year, finally able to shift the focus from saving lives to saving homes. Firefighters still haven't gained control of the so-called mountain fire. Ventura County air units making those crucial water drops.
I'm going to bring a copter over here.
More than 14,000 still under evacuation orders, many staying in Red Cross shelters.
Whole families are coming in. They're in tears. They know they've lost their homes. Some of them have lost some pets. So it's very, very emotional.
And as a clearer picture of the devastation emerges, house after house incinerated, shell-shocked families pick up the pieces. Rebecca Vallejo managing to salvage her father-in-law's coin collection.
This is what's left of the coin collection?
Yes, but look at what I think is cool.
The fire burned so hot it melted the coins together.
Look at this.
The same system that helped fuel those furious Santa Ana winds, now dumping feet of snow in the Rockies. States of emergency in New Mexico and Colorado. Authorities warning travelers there to be prepared to be stranded if they venture out. And from Boston to Philly to New York, gusty winds and the driest fall on record, fueling rare wildfires. This one right near New York's George Washington Bridge. Helicopters dropping water from the Hudson River. Our Ike Ejachi is there.
Just across the river from New York City, you can see the flames still burning in the bush right over there. And firefighters say this blaze is only about 30% contained.
Meanwhile, back in California, Madison O'Donnell and her father lost almost every possession here. But for her, there's only one thing that matters.
We had 3 dogs and only 2 made it out, and all I care about is finding Blue.
He's 10?
He's 10-year-old pit bull. We rescued him from the Ventura County Animal Shelter here in Camarillo 2 years ago. He's microchipped, he's deaf, and he's the sweetest boy.
David, this is what's left of the O'Donnell house, just ashes, and it's what's left of their car collection. Now, with 12,000 additional homes threatened, firefighters tell us they've got to put out any remaining spot fires before another possible Santa Ana wind event arrives here next week. David.
We're thinking about all of these families who've lost everything over these last couple of days. Matt Gutman again tonight. Matt, thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg of our station here in New York, WABC, tracking the fire dangers tonight. Lee?
David, you could see and smell smoke here in New York City from that fire you mentioned across the Hudson in New Jersey, and conditions stay pretty poor into the start of the weekend. Severe drought across the Northeast for the first time in more than 20 years, extreme drought across southern New Jersey. So you factor in the drought, you have the low humidity, the gusty winds. You are primed for fire formation and spread. The red flag warnings have been extended from New York City to Boston into tomorrow. Meanwhile, a storm out west is bringing blizzard conditions to parts of New Mexico. Over a foot of snow near Denver and treacherous travel on the eastern side, flash flooding, and even a tornado watch in Dallas and Waco. This is the dynamic storm that's going to move eastward over the Mississippi and Ohio River valleys, and this is what we're hoping will bring much needed rain to the Northeast. We think that's coming especially later Sunday and Sunday night, maybe about 1/3 of an inch of rain here in New York City. It's something. It'll be the most beneficial rain here in 40 days. David?
And it is really needed. Lee Goldberg with us again tonight. Lee, thank you.